Have you ever wished you could fast forward time? Maybe you've wanted homework to finish itself, or for a birthday to arrive in a blink. If so, you're going to want to hear the story of a young boy named Dara. Dara lived in a cozy little village, nestled among rolling green hills. But Dara had a secret problem. He was always in a hurry. He had absolutely zero patience. When he planted a tiny seed in the garden, he'd run out the very next morning, expecting to see a giant plant. Of course, all he ever found was a small patch of dirt. He'd stomp his foot and sigh. Why isn't it growing yet? When he practiced his writing, tracing letters in a notebook, he wanted his handwriting to be perfect after just one page. He'd look at his wobbly letters, and then at his father's beautiful, flowing script and feel a wave of frustration. "I'll never be as good as you," he'd complain. His father, a wise and patient farmer who had seen many seasons come and go, would often smile gently. He'd place a comforting hand on Dara's shoulder and say, "Son, good things take time. You can't rush a sunrise, and you can't force a flower to bloom. It's like this old oak tree in our yard. It didn't become strong and tall overnight. It needed years of sunlight, rain, and quiet. Steady growth." Dara heard these words many times, but they didn't really sink in. To him, waiting felt like a waste of time. He wanted results, and he wanted them now. One sunny afternoon, while walking through the village market, Dara saw a stall selling the most fascinating little saplings. One in particular caught his eye. It was a small, delicate plant with just 2 tiny green leaves. The vendor told him it was a special flowering bush that, with proper care, would produce the most beautiful, fragrant blossoms. A thought sparked in Dara's mind. What if he tried his father's way, just once? He bought the little sapling, took it home, and planted it in a special pot, all his own. He placed it on his windowsill where it could get the morning sun. The first day, nothing happened. The second day, still nothing. The old, impatient Dara wanted to give up. He felt that familiar urge to just toss it aside. But then he remembered his father's words. Years of sunlight, rain, and quiet. Steady growth. So, he took a deep breath. Every morning, he gave the plant a little bit of water. Not too much, not too little. He made sure it got enough sunlight. He would even gently wipe dust off its tiny leaves. He talked to it sometimes, telling it about his day. Days turned into a week, and then 2 weeks. It was slow, painfully slow. But Dara stuck with it. Then, one morning, about a month later, he noticed something new. A tiny bud, tightly closed, was peeking out from between the leaves. Dara's heart did a little flip. He couldn't believe it. He watched it day after day. And slowly, ever so slowly, the bud began to unfold. Finally, it bloomed into a gorgeous, vibrant flower, more beautiful than any he had ever seen. Its sweet fragrance filled his entire room. Dara ran to his father, holding the pot carefully in his hands. "Dad, look. Look what I did," he exclaimed, his face beaming with pride. His father looked at the flower, then at his son's happy face. "You see, Dara," he said warmly, "you didn't rush it. You gave it care, you gave it attention, and most importantly, you gave it time. Your patience made this beautiful flower bloom." From that day on, Dara was a changed boy. He still had his moments of wanting things to happen quickly, but now he understood the magic of waiting. He learned that the journey of growing, whether it was a plant, a skill, or even himself, was just as important as the final result. He realized that the best rewards in life often come not to those who rush, but to those who have the patience to nurture them. So next time you feel impatient, think of Dara and his little flower. Remember that good things truly do take time. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. See you next time.